Good evening, everybody. This is DJ John, and on behalf of myself and the SMN Radio family, tonight's show will be dedicated to all our men and women of the armed forces and to our veterans, and especially to my uncle, Wilbert Samuel Rainey, that was a member of the Marine Corps. Thank you for your sacrifice and devotion to keeping us safe and free. And I hope everybody enjoys the show tonight. Thank you all for tuning in.
Fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Back at home, a young wife waits. Her Green Beret has met his fate. He has died for those oppressed, leaving her this last request. Put silver wings on my son's chest, make him one of America's best. He'll be a man they'll test one day, have him win the Green Beret.
missed my first step. My first word was Dad. This house is filled with pictures of someone I never had. I know your voice. I think I know your smile. But Mommy says clothes haven't smelled like your clothes in a while. I know I've read all your letters that say how you do it for me. And Mommy says how you keeping us safe, even though it might not be easy to see. We'll leave the light on until Daddy comes home. We'll leave the light on for our soldier to remember all who've fallen, honor all who served. The soldier's light will be lit and forever burn. We'll leave the light on. Late at night, when Mommy thinks she's all alone, I hear her pray to God. Lord, I don't know how much longer I can hold us together. Alone, it's becoming so hard. I know I've read all your letters that say how you do it for me. And Mommy says how you keeping us safe, even though it might not be easy to see. Mommy, we'll leave the light on until Daddy comes home. We'll leave the light on for our soldier to remember all who've fallen, honor all who served. The soldier's light will be lit and forever burn. We'll leave the light on. We'll leave the light on until Daddy comes home. We'll leave the light on for our soldier to remember all who've fallen, honor all who served. The soldier's light will be lit and forever burn. Let's leave the light on.
This is John Wilson with Big Time Party Band, and we want to give a great big thank you to all the men and women who are serving in the United States Armed Forces. Thank you, and keep up the good work.
This song is dedicated to the fighting men and women of the United States Armed Forces. I was watching TV when I heard the news. Another soldier gives their lives for me and you. They're fighting for freedom, liberty, and equality for you and me. And for that I have something I need to say. Soldier man, thank you for giving your life for me. Thank you for helping me see that it takes a brave heart to make a And there's people that miss you and wish you were here today. But I know that you're in a much better place. Thank you for giving your life for me. Thank you for helping me see that it takes a brave to make a stand, to fight for what they believe. Soldier, thank you. Soldier, you know we miss you and we wish you were here. You're right by my side. But I know you're watching from above, from a place that's filled with love. And we know that you will always be here in our hearts. Thank you for giving your life for me. Thank you for helping me see that it takes a brave heart to make
Jordan.
a stand.
Jordan, hey, check this out. This is my report card.
Why are you showing me this?
Look, I'm just playing like I'm being hard. I want to graduate and become a Marine.
This song is dedicated to all the brave souls who lost their lives fighting for this great country. We miss you. We thank you. A brave heart to make a stand, to fight for what they believe.
Tell Mom I'll be okay. Thanks, sis.
God bless America.
My daddy was a soldier in a foreign war, but he doesn't like to talk about it anymore. He kept a picture of my mama right by his heart. He'd give it one last look before the fighting would start. He said, all I ask is that you don't forget, 'cause the war's not over when the fighting ends. There's a part of me that will always be just a boy in a hole with an M16. Airborne Ranger Infantry. I left my best friend lying in a pool of blood while I crawled away through the brush and mud. If I could choose to go back again, I'd die lying there next to him. Still see his face when I close my eyes, and I won't forget his sacrifice. There's a part of me that will always be just a boy in a hole with an M16. Airborne Ranger Infantry. Oh, 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 oh. Didn't do it for the money, didn't do it for fame. I didn't do it so the world will remember my name. I did it for my family and my country, and my brothers who died right next to me. And all we ask is that you don't forget, 'cause the war's not over when the fighting ends. There's a part of us that will always be just boys in a hole with our M16s, haunted souls and memories, airborne ranger infantry.
Never talked about the things he saw, but tonight it came pouring out like rain. I guess today's the day. I said, how long have you been keeping this? And he said, haven't even told one friend, 'cause hey, it won't take away the pain. Oh, if I could get it out somehow. Oh, I said, don't think about that now. Just let me sing for you. Let me take you away from where you are and where you've been. It's all that I can do. I wanna take you to that place where you can feel safe again. Close your eyes if you need to. Let me sing for you. He said, all I could see was smoke and fire. We hadn't slept in 48 hours. It was hot, and we were so damn tired. We were hitting, everything went black, soaking wet from the blood on my hands, but it wasn't mine, and I couldn't stop from crying. Oh, he had a wife and a baby on the way. Oh, why didn't God take me on that day? And I said, let me sing for you. Let me take you away from where you are and where you've been. It's all that I can do. I wanna take you to that place where you can feel safe again. Close your eyes if you need to. Let me sing for you. Let it go, all the hurt you're holding.
Happy 4th of July from Greg and Tammy to all of our veterans and soldiers. To all of our friends who currently serve, we love you and are thinking of you. And to my father and grandfather, thank you for the service to our country. You are missed. Rest in peace, and we long to be joined with you again. Stay safe out there, everyone, and please take a moment to reflect on what this holiday is for. Keep your ears locked on SMN Radio.
The house was like a tomb. I was hiding in my room as my brother made his way on down the hall. I didn't want to say goodbye, and I was trying to deny there was a war, and that he'd got the call. I watched him from my window walking down the drive. And I ran down the stairway through the front door and I cried, "You come back here." And I let him see my tears. I said, "I'll give you my rookie of DiMaggio. I'll do anything you want, clean your room or wash your car. I'll do anything so long as you don't go." He said, "This is what brothers are for." Well, I had my heroes, but the one I loved the most taught me how to hunt and swing a bat. And I rode him every night. I said, "I miss our pillow fights, lately I just wonder where you're at." Well, sometimes freedom makes it hard to live, but it takes things from you that you don't want to give. I said, "You come back here. I miss you being near to laughing fish down in the Maple Grove. I'll do anything you want. There must be someone I could call, and just maybe they would let you come back home." But he wrote, "This is what brothers are for." I may never have to face the anger of those guns, or lie cold and wounded in my blood, or know the sacrifice and what it must have cost for him to love me that much. Well, it had been 2 years, and I held back my tears when I saw him in that wheelchair on the shore. And as I ran and held him tight, that's when he looked me in the eye. He said, "I'm sorry that you have to push me home." And I said, "Hey, this is what brothers are for."
Dearest son, it's almost June. I hope this letter catches up with you and finds you well. It's been dry, but they're calling for rain, and everything's the same old same in Johnsonville. Your stubborn old daddy ain't said too much, but I'm sure you know he sends his love. And she goes on in a letter from home. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared and our boots ain't muddy, and they all laugh like there's something funny about the way I talk when I say mama sends her best, y'all. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work, and it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home. My dearest love, it's almost dawn. I've been lying here all night long, wondering where you might be. I saw your mama and I showed her the ring. Man on a television said something, so I couldn't sleep. But I'll be alright, I'm just missing you. And this is me kissing you, X's and O's, in a letter from home. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared and our boots ain't muddy, and they all laugh cause she calls me honey, but they take it hard cause I don't read the good part. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work, and it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home. Dear son, I know I ain't written, I'm sitting here tonight alone in the kitchen, it occurs to me I might not have said it, so I'll say it now. Son, you make me proud. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared and our boots ain't muddy, but no one laughs cause there ain't nothing funny when a soldier cries, and I just wipe my eyes. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work, and it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home.
She kisses little Katie's forehead as she turns out the light. A night ahead in a lonely bed, she's a military wife. She pushes back a tear, then sinks into a chair. Her mind says that's the way it is, her heart says it ain't fair. She knows the price of sacrifice, but she's proud to take her place in that unsung corps of warriors who stay behind and wait. They also serve those who stand and wait, praying by the foe to learn their loved one's fate. But they're still in the war, and let there be no mistake. They also serve those who stand and wait. Jake climbs on the school bus, marches bravely to his seat. His dad's not home to say so long like his friends along the street. He has to be the man at home as long as daddy's gone. He promised him the day he left that he'd be brave and strong. So he tells his little sister, don't you worry, daddy's coming home. He's 8 years old, he's a soldier's son, and he can hold his own. They also serve those who stand and wait, praying by the foe to learn their loved one's fate. But they're still in the war, and let there be no mistake. They also serve those who stand and wait. Mothers and fathers, daughters and sons, they don't wear a uniform or carry a gun, but they're still in the war. They also serve those who stand and wait, praying by the foe to learn their loved one's fate. But they're still in the war, and let there be no mistake. They also serve those who stand and wait.
Hey, what's going on? This is the one and only Cupid, aka the Dance Party King, creator of the Cupid Shuffle and all your favorite dances. I want to send a heartfelt shout out and thanks to all my people in the armed forces, all my men and women in the armed forces and the veterans for all you've done and all the sacrifices you've made to keep us safe. Thank you so very much, and there's no words that can truly, truly explain how much we are thankful for all you've done. Much love. New Cupid.
Driving down the street today, I saw a sign for lemonade. They were the cutest kids I'd ever seen in this front yard. As they handed me my glass, smiling, thinking to myself, man, what a picture perfect postcard this would make of America. It's a high school prom, it's a Springsteen song, it's a ride in a Chevrolet. It's a man on the moon and fireflies in June and kids selling lemonade. It's cities and farms, it's open arms, one nation under God. It's America. I got home, I flipped the TV on. I saw a
chance. It's a rock and roll band, it's a farmer cutting hay. It's a big flag flying in a summer wind over a fallen hero's grave. It's a high school prom, it's a Springsteen song. It's a welcome home parade, yeah. It's a man on the moon and fireflies in June and kids selling lemonade. It's cities and farms, it's open arms, one nation under God. It's America. It's America.
American girls and American guys, we'll always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see old glory flying. There's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our head. My daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard till the day that he died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see clearly through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be here when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Oh, brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Served and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage, and you'll be sorry that you mess with the U.S. of A. 'Cause we'll put a boot in your ass, it's the American way. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. I'm brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Of the red, white, and blue. Of my red, white, and
Well, if you ask me where I come from, here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace in an extraordinary place where the stars and stripes
and the eagle flies. It's a big old land with countless dreams, and happiness ain't out of reach. Hard work pays off the way it should. Yeah, I've seen enough to know that we've got it good. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. I pledge allegiance to this flag, and if that bothers you, well, that's too bad. But if you got pride and you're proud you do, hey, we could use some more like me and you. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. Yes, there's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. No, it ain't the only place on earth, but it's the only place that I prefer to love my wife and raise my kids, hey, the same way that my daddy did. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly.
What's up, world? This your boy J. Croz the Chameleon, and I want to send a special thanks out to all my brothers and sisters in uniform. Thank you for making the United States one of the safest places to live. Thanks for protecting me, my family, and everybody else's families up under the United States umbrella. Thanks for everything that you do out in the field for us every day, those who are inactive and those who are active at this time. We want to say thanks to all of y'all from the OMG TV staff and from J. Croz the Chameleon.
Sun coming up over New York City. School bus driver in a traffic jam, staring at the faces in a rearview mirror, looking at the promise of the promised land. One kid dreams of fame and fortune, one kid helps pay the rent. Could end up going to prison. One just might be president. was everything. She came out here to be an actress. He was a singer in a band. They just might go back to Oklahoma and talk about the stars they could have been. Only in America, dreaming in red, white, and blue. Only in America, where we dream as big as we want to. Yeah, we all get a chance. Everybody gets to dance. Only in America.
Hi everyone, this is Lomax. I extend my appreciation and support to all branches of the military, and I would like to thank all the men and women who so bravely serve our country. Thank you so much for your courage, commitment, and sacrifice. It is because of you that we are the home of the brave and the land of the free. A special thank you goes out to the late Marine Corps Sergeant, First Class Bill Rainey, and his family. God bless you all.
Couple guys in first class on a flight from New York to Los Angeles, kinda making small talk, killing time, flirting with the flight attendants. 30,000 feet above could be Oklahoma. Just a bunch of square cornfields and wheat farms, man, it all looks the same. Miles and miles of back roads and highways connecting little towns with funny names. Who'd wanna live down there in the middle of nowhere? They've never drove through Indiana, met the man who plowed that earth, planted that seed, busted his ass for you and me. You're gonna harvest moon in Kansas. They'd understand why God made those flyover states. That mile-long Santa Fe freight train engineer seen it all. Just like that flatbed cowboy stacking U.S. steel on a 3-day haul. Roads and rails under their feet. Yeah, that sounds like a first-class seat on the plains of Oklahoma, with a windshield sunset in your eyes, like a watercolor painted sky. You think heaven's doors have opened, you'll understand why God made those flyover states. Take a ride across the Badlands, feel that freedom on your face, breathe in all that open space, and meet a girl from Amarillo. You'll understand why God made. You might even wanna plant your stakes in those flyover states.
America's fixing to fall. But speaking just for me and some people from Tennessee, we got a thing or two to tell you all. This lady may have stumbled, but she ain't never failed. And if the Russians don't believe that, they can all go straight to hell. We're gonna put her feet back on the paths of righteousness, and then God bless America you never did think that it ever would happen again. In America, did you? You never did think that we'd ever get together again. We're damn sure fooled you. We're walking real proud and we're talking real loud again. In America, you never did think that it ever would have happened again. From the Sound up in Long Island, out to San Francisco Bay, and everything is in between them is our home. And we may have done a little bit of fighting amongst ourselves, but you outside people best leave us alone. Cause we'll all stick together, and you can take that to the bank. That's the cowboys and the hippies, and the rebels and the Yanks. You just go and lay your hand on the Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I think you're gonna finally understand. And you never did think that it ever would have happened again. In America, did you? You never did think that we'd ever get together again. But we damn sure fooled you. We're walking real proud and we're talking real loud again. In America, you never did think that it ever would have happened again.
Hostage for all the world to see. In Pakistan and Libya, you burned our embassy. And yesterday near old San Juan, you shot my brother down. Paybacks are hell, sucker, if you want to fool around. You're walking on the fighting side of me when you're messing with our liberty. Mr. Terrorist, you better listen well. Get ready, hoss, cause paybacks are hell. The Russians in Afghanistan are now invasion bound. In Bogota, Colombia, another embassy went down. Yes, these states are united in the American dream. Paybacks are helpful, don't make that eagle scream. You're walking on the fighting side of me when you're messing with our liberty. Mr. Terrorist, you better listen well. Get ready, hoss, cause paybacks are hell. I hear your saber rattle with the unarmed in your land. Because we have respect for life, you force the upper hand. You've burned one flag too many, it's no more other cheek. Paybacks are hell, coward, let's see your yellow streak. You're walking on the fighting side of me when you're messing with our liberty. Mr. Terrorist, you better listen well. Get ready, hoss, cause paybacks are hell. Get ready, hoss, cause paybacks are hell. Come on in, son, have a seat. Don't mind the screams, don't mind the heat. It's been like this round here for a long, long time. We haven't had the chance to meet, but I've heard about you on TV, and I think we're gonna get along just fine. I can't help but notice you look somewhat surprised. Did you think, son, after what you've done, the Lord would let you slide? Welcome to hell, your new home. You did the crime, now you'll do the time right where you belong. Welcome to hell, end of the line. Your final sin got you in, now your soul is mine. Welcome to hell. I hope for your sake you're the kind that can stand to burn till the end of time, 'cause that's exactly what you're gonna do. There's some lots left on the lake of fire where we send your kind to retire, and I picked out a nice little hot spot just for you. I got one last thing to tell you, and let me make this clear. I don't know what you've been told, but there ain't no virgins here. Welcome to hell, your new home. You did the crime, now you'll do the time right where you belong. Welcome to hell, end of the line. Your final sin got you in, now your soul is mine. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell, boy. Welcome to hell, end of the line. Your final sin got you in, now your ass is mine. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell, boy. You're gonna love it.
What's up, world? It's Jeter Jones, and I have the privilege, or shall I say, the honor, to say thank you and send a big shout out to the U.S. military services all over the world. Soldiers, sailors, and airmen alike. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do. The early mornings getting up and the late nights keeping us safe, looking out for our families and friends all over this nation. We thank you so much for your service. This is near and dear to me because I too am a service member, serving on active duty in the United States Army at Fort Riley, Kansas. Sergeant First Class Jones. So I know what you go through, and I know it's hard sometimes, but keep up the fight and keep us safe. But I want to thank you as an artist today for your service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the music and continue to serve us proudly. Thank you. I'm Jeter Jones.
Deep in the heart of Texas, back in 1835, they drew a line in the sand. The folks at Gonzales had freedom on their minds. It was all because of a candle that had kept their colony safe. But then General Santa Anna sent some Mexican troops to take the big gun away. You know what those colonists said? Come and take it if you want it. Come and take it if you think you can. Come and take it, but we'll warn you, you'll have to pry it from our cold dead hands. We want the freedom that God gave us, so you best not cross that line. If you want this gun, you gotta come through us and take it one shot at a time. Well, that started a revolution that no one could put down. Like a wildfire for freedom, it's burning even now. You see, even if you got an army, when all is said and done, you just don't mess with Texas, especially when it comes to guns. The Mexicans went home without that cannon. Come and take it if you want it. Come and take it if you think you can. Come and take it, but we'll warn you, you'll have to pry it from our cold dead hands. We want the freedom that God gave us, so you best not cross that line. If you want this gun, you gotta come through us and take it one shot at a time. Now I know the Constitution, and it gives me certain rights that I will never ever give up, at least not without a fight. So if anybody's even thinking they're gonna take my guns away, like the good old boys down in Gonzales, I got one thing to say: come on, make my day. Come and take it if you want it. Come and take it if you think you can. Come and take it, but I warn you, you'll have to pry it from our cold dead hands. We want the freedom that God gave us, so you best not cross that line. If you want this gun, you gotta come through us and take it one shot at a time.
Black tracer fire lights the sky. Soldier of a nation, knowing stakes are high. In another man's country, the fight goes on. A wounded warrior, but he always stands strong. In his heart, he knows that he stood the test. All the game can't match the scars on his chest, taking one for freedom, setting captives free. Wounded warrior coming back around. Wounded warrior, let me shoulder your load. Wounded warrior, let me shoulder your load. In his heart he knows that he stood the test. All the game can't match the scars on his chest. Taking war for freedom, setting captives free. Wounded warrior, Godspeed your recovery. Oh yeah, Godspeed your recovery. Warrior, today your mission is complete. Wounded warrior, Godspeed your recovery.
I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to their mother, everything to everyone, up and at 'em bright and early. I'm all business in my suit. Yeah, I'm dressed up for success, from my head down to my boots. I don't do it for the money, there's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory, I just do it anyway. Providing for our futures, my responsibility. Yeah, I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I can't call in sick on Mondays when the weekend's been too strong. I just work straight through the holidays, sometimes all night long. You can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey, I'm true down to the core. And I will always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't want to die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American soldier. Yeah, an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front line, so sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American, an American. An American soldier.
Hello everyone, this is Chris Jasper, former member of the Isley Brothers and Isley Jasper Isley. I just want to send out a sincere message to all of the brave men and women who serve in the armed forces and put their lives on the line every day for all of us. I want to thank you for your service and your enduring commitment to freedom. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
I was there in the winter of '64 when we camped in the ice at Nashville's door. 300 miles our trail had led. We barely had time to bury our dead. When the Yankees charged and the colors fell, Overton Hill was a living hell. When we called retreat, it was almost dark. I died with a grape shot in my heart. Say a prayer for peace, for every fallen son. Set my spirit free. Let me lay down my gun. Sweet Mother Mary, I'm so tired, but I can't come home till the last shot's fired. In June of 1944, I waded in the blood of Omaha's shores. 21 and scared to death, my heart pounding in my chest. I almost made the first seawall when my friends turned and saw me fall. I still smell the smoke, I can taste the mud as I lay there dying from a loss of blood. Say a prayer for peace, for every fallen son. Set my spirit free. Let me lay down my gun. Sweet Mother Mary, I'm so tired, but I can't come home till the last shot's fired. I'm in the fields of Vietnam, the mountains of Afghanistan, and I'm still hoping, waiting, praying I did not die in vain. Say a prayer for peace, for every fallen son. Set our spirits free. Let us lay down our guns. Sweet Mother Mary, we're so tired, but we can't come home till the last shot's fired. Till the last shot's fired.
Set our spirits free.
Mary, we're so tired, but we can't come home.
No, we can't come home till the last shot's
Tomorrow all the things were gone. I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Plane bound west, I see her stretching out below. Land, blessed motherland, the place where I was born. Scars, yeah, she's got her scars. Sometimes it starts to worry me, 'cause lose, I don't wanna lose sight of who we are. From the mountains high to the wave-crashed coast, there's a way to find better days, I know. It's been a long, hard ride, got a ways to go, but this is still the place that we all call home.
nothing feels like free, though it sometimes means we don't get along. 'Cause saying no, we're not the same, but that's what makes us strong. From the mountains high to the wave crashed coast, there's a way to find better days. I know it's been a long, hard ride, got a ways to go, but this is still the place that we all call home. Brave, gotta call it brave to chase that dream across the sea. Names, then they sign their names for something they believe. Red, how the blood ran red, we laid our dead in sacred ground. Just think, wonder what they'd think if they could see us now. It's been a long, hard ride, got a ways to go, but this is still the place that we all call home. It's been a long, hard ride, and I won't lose hope. This is still the place that we all call
Hi, this is Southern Soul recording artist Donell Sullivan. On behalf of myself and my family, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the sacrifice, dedication, and bravery that our military servicemen and women display on a daily basis. Thank you, veterans and active duty personnel, for fighting for our freedom.
and I don't want to speak Chinese. I don't care for globalization, and I don't like the Middle East. Don't give me that times are changing line of crap. I want my old America back. I miss the days of the pledge in school and God on the dollar bill. Keep the screen door wide open all night long, not worried about getting killed. And 20 bucks could buy me a tank of gas. I want my old America back.
What happened to the pledge in school? They took God out too. Man, that ain't cool. United we stood, divided we fell. We don't bring it back now, then we're headed for hell. See, gas is too high, can't find no job, and the government crooks steady stealing rock. Try and take my guns, good luck with that. We're mounted up, baby, about to bring old America back.
Shipping them overseas. Don't worry about foreign folks, let's worry about you and me. And get our boys the hell out of Iraq. Let's have our old America back.
I remember leaving doors open all night. I remember being cool to have a fist fight. I remember saying prayers at school. I remember teachers teaching us the golden rule. I remember $20 filling up my tank. I remember when we used to even trust our banks. I remember when our president was born in our land. Let's take old America back, baby, that's the plan.
Place your hand on his Bible when you swear to tell the truth. His name is on our greatest monuments, all our money too. And when we pledge allegiance, there's no doubt of where we stand. There's no separation, we're one nation under him. In God we still trust. Here in America, He's the one we turn to. Every time the going gets rough, He is the source of all our strength, the one who watches over us. Here in America, in God we still trust. Now there are those among us who want to push Him out and erase His name from everything this country's all about. From the schoolhouse to the courthouse, they're silencing His word. Now it's time for all believers to make our voices heard. In God we still trust. Here in America, He's the one we turn to. Every time the going gets rough, He is the source of all our strength, the one who watches over us. Here in America, in God we still trust. Here in America, here in America, here in America. In God we still trust. Here in America, in God we still trust. Here in America. When the hour is upon us and our beauty is surely gone, no, you will not be forgotten, and you will not be alone. No, you will not be alone. And when the day has all but ended, and our echo starts to fade, no, you will not be alone then, and you will not be afraid. No, you will not be afraid. has finally lifted from my cold and tired brow. No, I will not leave you crying. No, I will not let you down. No, I will not let you down. I will not let you down. Now comes the night, feel it fading away, and the soul underneath, is it all that remains? So just slide over here, leave your fear in the fray. Let us hold to each other until the end of our days. And when the hour is upon us, and our beauty surely gone, no, you will not be forgotten, and you will not be alone. No, you will not be alone.
Hi, this is Darryl E. On behalf of myself and JW Music Management, we would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all past and present military servicemen and women. We appreciate the commitment and sacrifice you've made to serve our country. May God bless you and keep you safe.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key sat watching it write and say, 'Can you see?' And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. 'Cause she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
was blind, but
Captain of the guard, perform your duties. Detail, sit, put. Force, up. Unlock me. Ready? Hey.